Thanks for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan here. Today we are going to look at a Squier student guitar. It's an acoustic guitar. Leo got both a classical and a steel string. Just based upon the size of the box, I'm guessing this is the classical. If it's the steel string, we're still gonna look at it and review it today, because Leo wants to make the other one. He likes to do the unboxing, so we're not going to do them both today. So without further ado, let's see what we got in here. We got a penny.
Hey.
Yeah.
Free money.
I don't know. Probably takes more than a penny's worth of effort to pick up a penny anymore.
Absolutely. But that was effortless. I got a feeling if you just flip that box around, it probably would open up.
Well, it's a box.
In a box.
Well,
it's a drawer.
It's a frame in a box. What do you know? I guessed right for a change. Even though it's upside down.
Who needs headstocks, right?
Well, I guess we're going to see if I guess right. Well, I thought this might be...
There's holes in that headstock, and
yeah.
You did.
Yep, it's the classical. So, this is the Squier SA-150N student classical guitar. It's, I don't know much about it. I don't know much about its details. It's got the wide fingerboard that you would normally expect in a classical. Wide bridge. Whoever put the strings on did a very good job. Standard tuning heads that you would have for a classical, so they go through these. These are plastic, I'm sure. They used to be ivory or bone, something. These cylinders here to tighten up. I'm going to look and see if this is actual inlay or decal. I couldn't imagine how much did this guitar cost?
$109 when I bought it. They've gone up to $119 though.
Okay, well, for $109 or $119, I have a hard time believing this is actual inlay, but I've been wrong before, so well, somebody knows, I guess you can tell us. It looks like we got a little scratch here on the binding.
Can you show me that scratch, please?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm assuming the body is mahogany, but I don't have a lot of details about this guitar. There's the scratch right there.
Okay, yeah, I see that. That looks like it might be something stuck to it that can probably come off.
Let's see. You're right. Maybe it was just a little piece of the
Styrofoam or something.
styrofoam. I don't know how it got stuck on that way, but now the binding is no longer damaged or looking damaged. Like I said, I'm assuming this is a mahogany body. Looks like a mahogany neck. Sorry about that. I guess I can silence the ring at least. This looks like it might be bone. This looks more like it's plastic, but having very few details about this guitar, it's hard for me to just guess. Got a brand new set of strings.
During the break while you're tuning up, I'll check.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that one little thing that turned out to not be a problem, this guitar looks pretty much perfect in terms of manufacture. Something inside it. But anyway, I'm not going to play it yet. We're going to tune it up, and we may have to tune it for a little while because it does feel there's tension on the string. So hopefully it won't take too long to tune this up. But we're going to stop now, and we'll be back in a minute, and we'll see you then. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan. We're back with the Squier SA-150 student classical guitar. We've already kind of gone through the appearance and everything. Let's see. We did go back and read the specs, as I suspected. The back and the neck are mahogany. The top is lindenwood. And the neck, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, is...
The fretboard, you mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The fretboard is stained maple. Obviously dark stained maple. It looks a lot like ebony. But obviously at a price point of $109, ebony is probably off the table. Didn't say what the bridge was. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the
It just
same.
said fixed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the wood of the bridge is.
I know.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was similar to the fingerboard. Anyway, there's, normally we would go through the pickups, but this doesn't have any pickups. Normally we'd play to a track, but this is an acoustic guitar, and I want you to hear what it sounds like on its own. So this is going to be a pretty brief review, but I will play something just so that you can hear what the guitar sounds like. Maybe I'll play a little bit of a couple of tunes. The thing about classical guitars is luckily this one does seem to have been tuned before they put it in the box. But the strings will stretch, they'll keep stretching for several days. And when I say several days, the way you keep them from, staying in tune is to keep restretching and retuning the strings. And over 2 or 3 days, you might have to do that 10 or 20 times. I play a classical guitar, not this kind. Obviously, I play a Godin, solid body classical guitar. I don't think I've changed the strings in 2 years on that guitar because it doesn't have a lot of tension on it, and as long as the strings tune up and sound right, it's just kind of a pain to change the strings on a classical guitar. If you're a flamenco guitarist, you might want to change your strings more often, just because that has a lot to do with volume, and newer strings will be louder than older strings. Just an aside there. So let's play a little something. Here's a song that, no matter whether you like it or not, pretty much everybody's heard. There's Girl From Epanema by Antonio Carlos Jobim. And this guitar plays okay. If I were going to have to use it a lot, I think I'd lower the action a little bit, which probably would involve just filing off, taking this out, loosening the strings, taking this bridge piece out, and filing it down till the action just got a little bit lower. It's got a very wide neck, which that's kind of a double-edged sword for students. It's good because you're not going to be hitting the same string with two different fingers a lot, because you've got plenty of room between the strings. On the other hand, it is kind of a stretch to get all the way across the neck. I wouldn't recommend this for a young child. You'd probably want to get an actual student guitar that's somewhat smaller in scale, which would mean that pretty much everything just got shrunken by 10 or 20%. Not a lot to say about it. It plays, like I said, it plays okay. Action's kind of high up here. And obviously, this is not like the scale of an electric guitar. So once you get to the 12th fret, you can kind of reach the 15th fret. But beyond the 15th fret, you almost need one of those bridges like you use on a pool table. Let's see. So it seems to be in tune, and it doesn't sound bad at all. The reason these are nice for student guitars is because nylon strings hurt your fingers quite a bit less than steel strings, and they're just naturally thicker. So you will eventually build calluses no matter what kind of strings, but these just kind of hurt less in the process of building a callus. Yeah, I can tell just in playing those two tunes, it's already slipped out of tune a little bit. Ring's nice. Still going. So for $109, you could do a lot worse. And if you wanted to start learning the guitar, even if you were an older student, I have a friend who lives in Palm Springs who decided he wanted to learn Brazilian guitar. And this wouldn't have been a bad choice to do that. That lasted about 2 months, because Brazilian guitar is not easy. It's a lot of chords, there's a lot of theory involved in Brazilian music. Anyway, this is the Squier SA-150 student classical guitar. Not a bad deal for $109. I don't really have a lot to compare it to, but if somebody brought this to me and they wanted me to teach their child or somebody else and said, well, this is my guitar, I would say, no, okay, we can work with this. So anyway, I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ryan's running the camera. We appreciate you tuning in. We'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to be notified of our future videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.